be a good show today. I think so. Yeah. All right, folks. Sherman Ray. This is the Livin in Vegas podcast. Time to get the show started. Let's go. And welcome, everybody. This is Sherman Ray. This is the Livin in Vegas podcast. I want to welcome you folks on a fabulous Friday today to the show. Should be an awesome day today. It's the end of a week where we've had a lot of stuff going on. Oh, man, kind of straighten things out here just a little bit. Hopefully get everything straightened out. A lot of stuff happened this week, and we hope that you had a fantastic week. I know we had a really busy week here at Nevada, at Livin in Vegas magazine. So let's, hopefully this weekend you'll even have a busier weekend because there's still a lot of stuff on. We're going to remind you of some of the cool things that are going on here in Las Vegas this weekend. We've got any number of events going on. The good thing about being in Vegas is you never have to worry about finding things to do. There's never a shortage of things here to do in the valley, and so knock on wood, we'll keep it going that way, and just keep going that way. So let's talk a little bit about Livin in Vegas magazine. I want to thank everybody for all their support for Livin in Vegas magazine. It's been just a gas, and we're working. This is the premiere edition. We launched that in January. It is now March. So it's almost really in a couple more weeks. This edition will be part of history, the history of Livin in Vegas, which is, I don't know, the lead up to it seems like it was so long, and now it seems so short that it was already even up there. So I really encourage you, if you have a chance to see the Livin in Vegas premiere edition, the premiere issue of Livin in Vegas, definitely do that. You can actually go to our website and check that out at livininvegas.com. You can download it. There's a PDF download of it. And so you can go to our website and check that out. I would do that. I really would. There's so many great articles in there. And because it's our premiere edition, and we put all of our effort into everything we do. But this particular edition is, it's like your baby. It's your first baby, and you put it out there. So anyways, also, if you'd like it in your inbox or you'd like to be a part of our mailing list, you just send us an email. Excuse me, I don't like this every morning. I should just try to get this out of the way, huh? All the yawning and stuff like that. You could send me an email. Send it to info@livininvegas, and you can actually we'll get on our mailing list. We send out to our mailing list every day. So, and also, we've got a special message for you guys too, because there's something and I just worked on this, folks, so I'm hoping it works. So, but let's see if it works. Here we go. Hi, everybody. This is Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast. Are you a business owner that's looking to get the word out about his business, product, or service? Well, nothing could be simpler. Hi, everybody. It's Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast. Are you a business owner that's looking to get the word out about his product, service, or even just a great message out there? Well, we'd like to give you that opportunity by being a guest on Livin in Vegas podcast. It's super simple. All you've got to do is contact us at advertising@livininvegas.com. That's advertising@livininvegas.com, and we'll schedule you for an interview on Livin in Vegas podcast. I'm Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast, where we talk about the people, the places, the trends, and the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right, and that was it. Okay. I know, I probably should have worked on that a little bit more, but you have to get it out. You just got to get it out. So, once again, if you would like to be on the Livin in Vegas podcast, folks, if you're an advertiser, somebody who wants to just get the word out about your business, your product, your service, contact us at info@livininvegas.com, and we will take care of you. Matter of fact, we did a spot that we're not going to show today, but it will be in the next week or so, where I had a fantastic interview with a guy who just received an award here in Las Vegas. I really encourage you. Send us an email at info@livininvegas, and we will get you on. Okay, and I'll work on that ad in just a minute. Also, we're having an event coming up. Our event is the happy hour, and so the happy hour is going to be April 7th over at the horse trailer. The horse trailer hideout, and you can actually check that out. It's going to be fun. I mean, really going to have a great time. I'm looking really forward to that. Starts about 5:30, and it's a business networking mixer. You can check that out. It's just if you're a business owner, we want to help you be as as successful as you possibly can be. I've been a business owner for many years now, and oh my gosh, I thought about it now since 2008. So it's been 14 years now that I've been a business owner, and my wife and I were just talking about this. I wish there was this kind of thing going on all the time here in Vegas, especially when I first started out. And so we encourage you to come on out April 7th for the Happy Hour Business Networking Mixer. You can actually register for that event. We encourage you to register for that event. And it helps us really get the number of people who are actually at the event. It really does. There's nothing worse than not knowing who's going to be there. It just, that's just the way it is. And I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit more here. What's going on this weekend? So this weekend, we've got St. Patrick's Day. The St. Patrick's Day Parade is going to be over in Henderson. So Henderson has been doing their St. Patrick's Day Parade for 54 years, I think it's been. Yeah, 54 years. They're going to have this down in Water Street Plaza along Water Street. Cost is free to attend. They do have some activities there that you have to pay and get wristbands and stuff like that. But the event is free to watch it out. They're starting to have street closures right now, so you can check that out. There's also another event that's going on downtown. It's actually in the Container Park. So the Container Park here in Las Vegas is having an event, and we're going to leave a link to this one too. This one is called, what is it called? Oh, it's such a weird name for it. It's called Shamrock the Park. So Shamrock the Park. It's going to be on Saturday. So the other one in Henderson is going to be on Sunday. This one's going to be on Saturday. And it's going to have a live band, Cobra Zebra. And so they're going to have unlimited beer. You can drink to your bottomless beer walk. So the St. Patrick's Day bottomless beer walk. I think we'll leave a link to this too. It's about $45 for this event. And you can check that event out. Very interesting. I think it's $45. Yeah, no, it's $40. It's $40 for that event, and you can check that out. So a lot of stuff going on this weekend, and we never run short on events to do here in Las Vegas. I mean, never. As a matter of fact, that's the wrong one. Over at the Stratosphere is having their first ever Sky Jump for a Cure event. And they're raising money for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I'm a part of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It's going to be March 12th, so that's tomorrow, 2 to about 10, and they're going to try to raise money by jumping off the stratosphere. Oh my gosh. So that's kind of fun. They're going to try to raise about $50,000. And they're going to, it's an honor to take part in an incredible special event with Students of the Year. So that should be pretty cool. I mean, can you imagine that, folks? You're going to jump off the stratosphere and try to raise some money, which is, you can't. So we'll leave a link to this. I think you're going to have a great time at an event like this because there's so many people who are suffering from leukemia and lymphoma. I've done some things with these guys before, and they just do a fantastic job. You really cannot beat people who are trying to do some great things for other people in the valley. So something happened earlier this morning, and I've got to let you know about this. Over on I-15, there was a crash. And on the I-15, northbound lanes of I-15 are closed. Mile marker 12 after Jean due to a head-on wrong-way crash involving a tractor trailer and an F-150. So we can tell the F-150 lost, but the tractor trailer actually flipped over and caught on fire too. So happened about 2:46 this morning, and a guy was coming off of St. Rose Parkway, and he crashed head-on with a tractor trailer. You can see some of the aftermath there. So really encourage you, try to find alternate routes. I believe what they're doing is they're redirecting traffic onto the old Las Vegas highway. But a lot of people coming to town because we have a lot of things going on, and people start coming into town on Friday. If you had read our magazine, you will have known that there's a hack on how to avoid all the traffic that actually comes into Las Vegas during the weekend, and there's a lot of it. One of the things, and I'll tell you this, one of the hacks that you can use, especially if you've been here a long time, is to start early wherever you're going to go, especially on the weekend. Do never come into Las Vegas on a Friday. Okay, that's a bad idea. The reason why everybody's coming into Vegas on a Friday, especially this weekend. Why? Well, because we've got a lot of stuff going on. As a matter of fact, down in the south end of the valley, you got the Mint 400. I mean, the Mint 400 is going on, and this is no joke, folks. This is the Mint 400, their schedule. Now, they started the Mint 400 last week. So they started doing all kinds of stuff that started, and now it is now Friday, and they're having staging, which is happening down in Prim. So it'll start at 9 o'clock. So in another 15 minutes, they're going to be starting the truck, the limited class race start in Prim, Nevada, which means the south end of the valley is just overrun with things like that. So the Mint 400 is in town right now, and by 11 o'clock, and we're going to put by the time we'll put this list of the schedule for the Mint 400, and for those of you, this might be the first time you're ever even hearing about the Mint 400. The Mint 400 is the nation's largest off-road race, and it started here many years ago. Matter of fact, I remember it when I was a kid, and we used to pile into cars and go up north because it was in northern Nevada at the time. And we used to go out there in the dust and the dirt and drink beer and all kinds of fun, and just a fantastic way. This is before they had all of the stuff, all the stuff that's going on in Vegas. It was a much simpler time. Much simpler time. You drive out to the middle of the desert, you see a bunch of cars, you have a great time, you drink beer, you barbecue out in the middle of the desert, you watch the Mint 400. And so the Mint 400 has continued to go. They've changed the race route now because we've got so many more people here, but it is still going on. So one of the hacks that really plays now is that you really need to check schedules, check the time, never leave town or never come into town on a Friday. If anything, you want to come into town earlier, like on a Thursday, and avoid all that stuff. And just avoid all of the things, all the craziness that are up there, and you got to do that. So let's talk a little bit about UNLV. So many of you know UNLV trying to punch their ticket to the NCAA championship. Well, they overcame a slow start yesterday. They were playing against Wyoming and came up short, 56-59, 3-pointer at the end. Oh, gosh, Mountain West Championships, and we were unable to make it. But guess what? And some of the guys have been around, Bryce Hamilton, guys like that, who have been around for a little while. Oops, they had to go home early because that was that was their ticket to go to the next level. We were so excited about this, folks. We were so excited about them. The prospect of the Lady Rebels, who are in the NCAA now, their finals, because they were the number one seed, and they won yesterday. or day before yesterday. And then we thought, man, the guys get in. Oh, this is gonna be great. I mean, this is just how much more can a town take? I mean, how much more can you take? Being in Vegas, you've got two basketball teams that are just kicking butt. You got the Raiders, you got the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, and we'll talk about them in just a second. You got all this great stuff going on, and if both of your basketball teams for your college basketball went into the NCAA or the NCAA championship, what else? I mean, you can die and go to heaven, right? I mean, what else do you need? I ask you, what else do you need? Nothing. I mean, your kids are healthy. That's about it. Okay. Mm. Oh, as a matter of fact, I saw a picture. My wife dug up an old picture of my daughters when they were like 3 and 4 years old. Just the cutest thing. Heart was just, yeah, it was so cool. But anyways, the UNLV Rebels, the men's Rebels are history for this year, and but they'll come back. They'll come back next year, and we encourage you folks. The new athletic director Eric Harper has done a fantastic job. All of the Rebel sports are doing just fantastic. Tennis, hockey, and we're going to be reporting on them all year long. It's going to be fantastic. I'm looking really forward to going out to some of the UNLV games, and as we do more and more with living in Vegas, the more and more we get excited about this town because there is so much here to do. There really is. Matter of fact, we're looking for people to come on board with us to help us figure out this stuff because there's so much to do. We've got right now we have 3 people on staff who go out there and do things for us, and we've got and plus, and that's not counting the writers we have who work with us or the graphics people, but literally the people or the boots on the ground who get out there and talk about things. It's only a couple of us, and we're looking for more people. So if you'd like to, I'm making the announcement right now. If you want to be a part of the Living in Vegas staff, if you'd like to be a volunteer, photographers, writers, all those things, contact me. Just don't, just contact me. So I'm going to put my email up there one more time. Let's see. Let's put my email up there. Is that it? Yeah. info@livinginvegas.com. Just send me an email. Say, Sherm, I want to work with you. I want to be on your sales staff. I want to be a writer. I want to get out there and be a reporter. Talk about the cool things that are going on in Vegas. As a matter of fact, Audrey May, who does our event planning, really, she does all of the happy hour stuff. Audrey May and our friends at Beers with Friends, her and Mr. Shapiro, she started out as doing an article on beer. It really is. And she is the queen. Her and Mr. Shapiro, they're the king and queen of beer. And what they started out doing is really just doing an article for us. It was in our first edition. It's online right now. And now she is the queen of beer. I mean, that's kind of what it is. You could, let's say you just, you find a niche out there in the valley that you want to contribute. We'll give you that platform, be a part of the Livin in Vegas magazine, and you could become like the king of, food. You could be the foodie king. And I was an ex-chef. I love that stuff. Just love it. I definitely would be cool. Send me an email at info@livinginvegas.com and you can join us and be a part of the team. Okay? So, what else is going on in the valley? UNLV, where were we at? Let's talk about high gas prices. Oh my gosh. So, yes, folks, gas prices are going through the roof here in Vegas. Okay, this is not where our gas prices are at. Right now, our gas prices are probably over $5 a gallon right now. And there is a reason for that. But we have answers for it. There are ways that you can actually mitigate or lessen the amount of gas that you're using by using some alternative means. And I do this every day, folks. It's going to become a reality until they can get the stuff together with this economy, with policies and all this other stuff. And one of them is actually ride a bike. I mean, and right now it's best on, I ride my bike every day. Literally every single day I ride my bike. and it's one of the best. Especially now, I think we're going to become more of a, I don't know, a commuter town, and it's really tough because we've got a lot of hills in Las Vegas. But let's say you're in the downtown area, and the downtown area is becoming that hip kind of place, that you could actually get on a bike. There's a lot of bike shops here, Las Vegas Cyclery, Pro Cyclery. There's all kinds of cycle shops here in town where you can actually get a bicycle. And my bicycle is like right over here, so you can't see it, but it is here in the room, and you can actually get into riding a bicycle. Okay, and especially if you don't need to go someplace. We've got really mild weather here, so it's really important that just take advantage of it. Even though we do a lot of there's a lot of room between places, things we're doing. Um, Riding the RTC bus, it's another alternative, and their ridership has increased tremendously. You can carpool, and a lot of people are carpooling a lot more. They're starting to think, do I really need to just drive to this place or drive to that place? Okay, sometimes you just don't. And I would say that one of the things that you could actually do is decide whether or not that trip you just have to take. Do you really have to take it? Okay, I know we had planned a trip out to go visit a local winery, and I thought to myself, boy, is it really necessary that I go out there? No, it's really not necessary I go out there. Do I want to go out there? Oh yeah, I want to go out there, but is it really necessary that I go out there? Okay, so now I've got to find an excuse to do a couple of things, put a couple of things together, and be more cautious about it. So we just got to do that. What time is it? Gosh, I got some other things. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Okay. So let's talk about the Vegas Golden Knights, okay? Because the Vegas Golden Knights are hitting the skids here, and the VGK actually lost against Buffalo, and not good. It's just not good. We're having some issues with the right now. We're just kind of we're in one of the slumps. We're really that close to staying in the playoffs, so we really need to continue just to keep our Vegas Golden Knights in our thoughts and our prayers, because they're playing tough right now, and they're losing. They lost to Buffalo Sabres 3-1. Jack Eichel on his return to upstate New York, where he was at, because he was there for quite a while. Matter of fact, he gave a statement, and he said, "Hey, look, folks, I've done a lot for you guys while I was here, and guys got to cut me some slack." And of course, they're booing him. They don't care. You think they care? They don't. They don't care. Remember Henry Ruggs? Henry Ruggs, ex-Raider, who killed Tina Tintor and her dog. He was supposed to be sentenced, so he was going to go in and have a sentencing hearing, and I guess they delayed it. So, oh no, excuse me, not a sentencing. They were actually, I guess he was going to be having a hearing, and I guess they delayed it, so they're going to come back and check him out. Also, uh, Rob Lehrer, who's our goalie, he was sent home. So he was sent home while they're in New York because he's got a lower back issue. Now they said they did not. They're not expanding on why they think any more things that are going on with him. But right now he's here back in home, and he's doing some medical stuff. So he's not going to be on the road with them. So we want to keep our goalie Robin Lerner on in our thoughts and prayers. So let's talk about the Raiders real quick too. The Raiders, I don't know if you heard about this, is our linebacker Corey Littleton. They're probably going to cut him. Yeah, I saw this on the news wires, and I hope he knows about it. He probably knows about it. We don't want to tell his family he doesn't know, right? But the Raiders plan to release him, our linebacker Corey Littleton, in a cost-cutting move. And this was according to ESPN. So evidently, the team will save about $11.75 million by designating Littleton as a post June 1 release. So they're trying to free up some money. Entering the day, Las Vegas was projected $17.8 million under the salary cap. So we're trying to save some money. And because what's going to happen is when you start looking at bringing guys on the team, you're just not going to have the money because you got people who are making a lot of money. So Littleton was on a 3 year. He had a 6 year. No, he's a 6 year veteran, ranked third on the team last season, 98 tackles. But he did not record an interception in his 2 seasons with the Raiders. So he had a contract, but he was getting close to the end of that contract. They said, "Hey, let's help him out right now. Let's get him out here," and you know, it's the way it is. So there was actually and I got news about this. The Generator startup Accelerator in Reno and in Las Vegas. The governor's office sends out this press release all the time, and I'm part of that cadre of people who get that. And what this is, it's a fund of money that they're using to help startup businesses, and it's called Generator. And what it does is they look for viable businesses that can do some great things. And we'll put a link to this on our website at livinginvegas.com. You can check this out. We are actually going to be a part of this because we really believe that Livin in Vegas magazine is actually really just a great resource for the city, and the things that we're going to be doing later on with the business are just going to be fantastic. So we'll leave this on our website. You can check it out, and this is something. There's a lot of money, so. A lot of businesses are. I think the smallest amount that they're going to give a business is like $100,000 for a startup, which is really cool. And so we're looking for hopefully hopefully we can use this money to do some great things, upgrade our website, hire staff, buildings, all that other stuff that are going to help us out in the long run. And we're going to run out of time. Oh, let's do this. Okay, so I know you're going to think this is stupid, but we're going to do it anyways. This is Carrot Top, folks. We love Carrot Top here. And so Carrot Top, this is our Carrot Top watch list, folks. And we want to make sure that you know where Carrot Top is at. So Carrot Top is actually a performer here in Las Vegas. And he is, where's he at? Oh gosh, there it goes. So Carrot Top is over at the Atrium Showroom at the Luxor Hotel. So he's going to be there tonight, and starting about 8 o'clock. I don't know what the tickets are, how much it costs. We'll check on that. We'll leave a link to this on our website at livinginvegas.com. Carrot Top, just a perennial favorite here in Las Vegas. Smart, funny, just witty guy. And I'd love to meet him. As a matter of fact, if you get a chance to see him, say, hey, there's a guy over called Livin in Sherman, named Sherman, at Livin in Vegas magazine. He wants to meet you because he loves how smart you are and how funny you are, because you're just the funniest guy in the world. So this is our Carrot Top alert. Friday today. Today he's going to be at the Atrium Showroom at the Luxor Hotel. Starts about 8 o'clock. And if you have got if you're a local business person, you've got an event, you've got some kind of cool thing that's happening, write us, folks. Send us an email. Send it to info@livinginvegas.com. That's info@livinginvegas.com. And we'll put you on our calendar. Okay, we really like to. We want to show off what's going on with local businesses. We post it on our Facebook page all the time. So we want to continue to do that. But the only way we're going to know about your thing, okay, the things that you're doing, is you need to let us know. Okay, contact us at info@livinginvegas.com. As a matter of fact, we're going to I'll get another email address, and it's so that you can actually email it to like events at livinginvegas.com or something like that, where you can actually check that out. Anyways, a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Go out to the St. Patrick's Day parade in Henderson, also downtown. They've got the thing that's going on in the container park, or go to Carrot Top. Okay, Carrot Top is over once again. Luxor Hotel starts about 8 o'clock for his cool show. Look for all the links to all this stuff on our website at livininvegas.com. Once again, folks, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We come to you Monday through Friday to talk to you about the people, the places, the events, the trends that shape the city of Las Vegas, because we're living in Vegas, folks. This has been Sherman Ray. Thank you, folks, so much for being a part of the show. We'll see you again Monday for another fun-filled pack Living in Vegas magazine. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.